It's Peter Beadle. How good does that feel?
It's hard to describe. It's hard to describe. It was obviously a tense night. It's never easy when you know that if you win the game, it's all sewn up. But yet again, the players have come out of it with full credit, because I think they were awesome again tonight in a tough game, because they were in a fantastic run of form, and to win in the manner we did, I thought was exceptional. But it doesn't surprise me, because the players have been exceptional from day one.
Slow start, a little bit of anxiety maybe?
Of course, what would you expect? I mean, like I said, there's so much riding on the game, and you try and play it down, and spoke to the players before the game, and and tried to play it down a bit and just say, look, it's another game. We've talked about going game by game and not thinking ahead, and here we are with another game, and we've got to make sure we go out there with the right attitude, and we did, but there were that, you could just feel there was a little bit of edginess about it. The goal helped, fantastic goal, great cross, great header, and that settled us down a little bit, and then I thought second half we grew into the game and got the second goal, and then I just thought we got better and better as the game went on, and in the end we're in total control.
What are you doing next in terms of squad building, or are you looking at this squad saying, hey, you're good enough to win that league, you're good enough to play in the next one?
Well, firstly, I mean, we've had this conversation before at Aldershot, and the next job is we got a semi-final on Thursday, and then we've got a league game on Saturday, and then we've got a cup final on Monday. So we'll get them done. Of course, we've talked about the squad for weeks now, about where we might need to strengthen, where we feel we need to improve. Is that a case of working with the players and making them better, or is that a case of actually maybe bringing in one or two fresh faces? I think it would be wrong to not bring in a couple of fresh faces, because you need that fresh blood, that fresh impetus. But we're a long way off that yet. We've got 3 games in the next week to get finished first. But for me, like I said, we talked to the staff chat, and we just got to make sure we're ready to, hopefully there won't be as many changes like we had this year. We'll be able to hit the ground running a bit earlier than we did this year.
And a word for the crowd, what scenes at the end? It was fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, it was, I suppose in a way, it was probably a shame that we couldn't do it at home, but sometimes coming away from home keeps people more focused. And they've been unbelievable all year, and I've just said to the players then that they wouldn't be like that if they didn't see players who wanted to wear the shirt properly and play with pride when they put it on. And I think all year that's the main thing for me that stood out from the squad. And like I said, lots of players that aren't here now that have played a big part, the likes of Sol, Tony James, Dean Lee, Ben Miller, probably a few more that I hope I haven't missed too many out, that have moved on from here, but they've also played a big part in what we've achieved this year. So like I just said, we just need to make sure we focus between now and then, and hopefully they'll stick with us. And like I said, the crowd have been our 12th man right throughout the season, and we just hope they stick with us now for the next few games, and then obviously turn out in their masses and really enjoy what for me is like a big thank you to the supporters. Like I said, to get to Wembley and to give them that day out, I think is a big thank you from the players and the staff to say, look, stick with us, and then they've done that all through the year. Like I said, 10 games in next year, they might be calling for me out, but that's the game, and I love this. I love the intensity. I love I love this football club. It has played a big part in my life over the last 3 years. Obviously, in between there's a bit of a gap, but it's a fantastic place to work and a fantastic club to manage. And like I said, if the players keep doing what they're doing, then hopefully we'll have a couple more years of success.
How does it compare for you in your career, that moment at the end when you knew we've done it?
It's emotional. It's my first ever championship, and it doesn't matter where. People might say, oh yeah, but it's not only step 5. It's more about the size of this football club, and this football club has achieved something this year for me that's a phenomenal feat, because we've seen the best of every single team this year, without exception. I've watched games in this league this year against other teams, and they haven't been anywhere near what they've been like when they've played us. So we've seen the best of everybody this year, and there have been people who have been waiting for us to wobble and fall, and there are people who have said, well, they won't be able to play when the pitches turn bad, and we've done all of that and more. So to do it the way we've done it, I think is probably a bigger achievement than people think, because like I said, there are other clubs that have phoenixed and started again, and they've won promotion and stuff like that, but I don't think they've been as big as Hereford. Okay, Wimbledon are probably the only other one, and the expectation level on them was huge. But I think outside of that, there are very few that have started again with the fan base that we have, and with the expectation that the fans have. But like I said, we've played with style this year, we've played with class, we've played with desire, and I think they're the main ingredients for what keeps supporters happy. And like I said, we've won game after game. I mean, the run we're on at the moment is a phenomenal run since we lost at Highgate, and you know, a lot of credit goes to them players up there because they've been fantastic.
Quadruple, most certainly on.
That's what I've told the players upstairs. I'm a greedy man this year. In my years as a coach and a manager, certainly at senior level, I've always felt that maybe I've probably been a bit too soft. Nice person, I'm a nice man most of the time, and you know, maybe not quite ruthless enough, which is why maybe I haven't quite won a championship before. Been close, but not quite won it. So I think this year I found the right balance of both. So for me it's been a huge achievement, and I've just spoken to them up there, and I've just said to them now that just because we've won it now, it doesn't mean my standards drop. I expect the same Thursday, I'll expect the same on Saturday, but I want to win it all. Why not? Let's go and try and win it all. And like I said, whatever happens, we've achieved our main goal this year, which was to win promotion. The rest of it will be a bonus, but there won't be no slacking. I want to win it all, and like I said, and hopefully they'll have the same hunger and desire to do the same, because if they do, they write themselves into folklore. Well, they do. Like I said, our first season, and we've won the league, and we're going to hopefully go and perform at Wembley and win the Vase in the club's first ever outing at Wembley, and then we've got hopefully 2 other cup finals. We've definitely got one, and if we can get another one, then like I said, then they will write themselves into folklore. It'll be one hell of a first season, and then the challenge will be go and do it all again next year, because that's what the good teams do. The Barcelonas, the Man Uniteds, the Bayern Munichs, they don't just win it by luck year on year off. And we've got to make sure that we try and replicate. We're never going to be as good as them, but we're going to try and replicate what they do by making sure we have the right people and the right players and the right staff that keep them hungry, and hopefully they'll go on for the next couple of seasons and doing what they're doing. But they've been phenomenal. They've been fantastic, all of them.
Well, congratulations from me. Please pass that on to the players.
Yep.
Fantastic job. Well done.
Thank you.